4. Trev's Top 10s. Here on Trev TV. I'm the Trev. You know that. Tune in if you're watching. It's too sweet. Anyway, we're going into the last set of videos that I will film in this place. If you followed my last couple videos, you'll know that we're ready to move. And move starts next week. That's when we get the keys. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about my top 10s. And today's top 10, I've had written up for a while. I've meant to do it for a while. And I really wanted to do it around the time the movie was released. Or at least the new movie was released. But things happen, right? And didn't quite work out that way. But it doesn't mean I can't do it anyway. Today I'm talking about my top 10 favorite James Bond theme songs. Let's do it. So keep in mind, this top 10 is my list, and it is subjective to anybody who wants to be subjective to it. You might not agree with my picks, and I don't expect you to, but if you think your top 10 list is better, please put it in the comments below. I'd love to debate this with you, so here we go, in no particular order, starting at number 10. Number 10. I got License to Kill by Gladys Knight. Now, you can look past the fact that it's a ripoff of the Goldfinger theme song. You can look past that. I can. I mean, it's obvious every time I hear either one, but you can look past it. It's not a bad song at all. It fits the movie, and it fits the kind of theme that was generally around in the late 80s. So, that's my number 10. Number 9, I got You Only Live Twice by Nancy Sinatra. The film might have sucked. The song didn't. I actually thought it was a great song. I mean, it wasn't anything that kicked you in the gut. It didn't chart top 10, and it didn't need to, because it fit the theme of the Japanese experience in that movie. And come on, it's Nancy Sinatra. How can you not like her voice? Really? Number 8, Diamonds Are Forever by Shirley Bassey. And it's not because Kanye sampled it, because if that was the case, I would have mentioned that Robbie Williams sampled You Only Live Twice at number 9. As a matter of fact, I think the Kanye sampling was horrid, but that's just me. Of all the Shirley Bassey theme songs that she sang, she's only sang 3. This one's by far my favorite. It hits the right nerve for music that was in the beginning of the 70s. No, it was nice. It was nice. I mean, compared to most that came after it and some that were before it, it's definitely a gem as far as which James Bond songs are. So you might want to call it a classic, but I just call it a good song. For number 7, I got On Her Majesty's Secret Service by John Barry. Why? How can you not like this song? The synthesizers, everything that goes with it, and no lyrics. I'm a fan of just instrumentals. I always have been. I mean, some movies have horrible instrumentals. On Her Majesty's Secret Service was by far one of the best instrumentals I'd ever heard. And this was 1969 when this came out. So if it's standing the test of time now, that's a great thing. 6, Nobody Does It Better by Carly Simon. You don't even have to read the lyrics to interpret what this song is. It's total vanity, and I kind of agree with the writers of the song. Bond's come along so far and such a big name that he deserves to have a song written all about him and all his vanity. And it doesn't disappoint at all. I mean, you'd think coming out in 77, it would have a bit more of a disco flair. It didn't need it, because the disco was all throughout the movie, so we can look at that. But it's definitely in the top 10. It has to be. 5, For Your Eyes Only by Sheena Easton. Now, I'm slightly biased by this one, mostly because Sheena and I share birthdays. 20 years apart, to be exact. She's obviously 20 years before me, but aside from that, it's a great song. It really is. I mean, again, in the same vein as Nobody Does It Better or even the Moonraker theme, you expect it to have a lot of disco flair or some tie-in to it through the movie or whatever. It's not there. And Sheena's voice, oh my goodness, that voice. Oh, sent chills up my spine the first time I heard it, and it still puts the hair on my arms stand up. Number 4, Skyfall by Adele. It was really hard to put this one where it was, but at the same time, I think there are 3 more songs that are better than this. It's dramatic. It's got suspense in the song, and it just makes you want to come back to listen to it over and over and over again. I mean, the fact that it went number 1 doesn't hurt either, but it's not the only song to do that. Keep that one in mind. Overall, just a great song. It fit the movie well. No real complaints, except for maybe the fact that it's from Adele. I mean, they could have picked a better singer, but for what it was, it came out nice. You Know My Name by Chris Cornell. This is the song that had to be written for it. I couldn't imagine any other song or any other tempo that would have fit this at all. I mean, when they said reboot, they weren't kidding. And the theme song's got the best reboot of all, as far as the Casino Royale theme was concerned. Of course, because I was a huge Soundgarden fan, I still kind of am. Not huge, but I'm still a fan of Soundgarden. And the fact that Chris Cornell sang it only made it that much better, really. Yeah, it's an amazing song all the way around. 2. And it was really hard to put this one at number 2. A View to a Kill by Duran Duran. Typical Duran Duran song, but an amazing Duran Duran song. And as I was talking about with Skyfall, this was the first one to go number 1. For Your Eyes Only didn't go number 1. Nobody Does It Better didn't go number 1. But Duran Duran did, and that's probably based only on name appeal. But regardless of the fact, it's typical synth 80s pop by a band that just put it together so nicely. So, no complaints. Rounding it off, and I expect the debates to start here. Live and Let Die by Paul McCartney and Wings. Not because it was by Paul McCartney, not because George Martin produced it, because it's a kick-ass song. Either way you look at it. I mean, I will be the first to say Guns N' Roses fucked this song up when they covered it. I'm not a fan of covers. I never have been. But for the time this song came out, for the theme the song was incorporating into the movie, and for the fact that you had Paul McCartney on the vocals, how could you not go wrong? Classic all the way around. It doesn't have to be a James Bond theme song. It's still classic. And that's how I see it. This is episode 4 of Trev's Top 10s. I want to thank you for tuning in. Your viewership always means so much to me. Always has. Always will. I want you to know that I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you like this video, give me that thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, the button's right there. You can find me on Facebook at Trev's TV. You can find me on Instagram at rockstartrev TV. Moving forward, as far as top 10s is concerned, I got one more I could do. It's not arranged yet, but it's written. I got one that's close to done. I got another one I'm working on. So that's 5, 6, and 7 as far as the top 10s is concerned. As far as Trev TV is concerned, I still have a part 2 and a part 3 of the 30-day song challenge. Part 2 is almost done. almost done. So it's on the way. But either way, in the meantime, in between time, be looking for more videos from the Trev. Later.